What's going on, everybody? Brian here, and today we're going to talk about 7 reasons why you should purchase the Aeropress. Now, this video is obviously for people who don't already have an Aeropress, but if you happen to come across this video and you do own one, please, in the comments, let me know why do you love your Aeropress or why do you hate your Aeropress. But either way, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And without further ado, let's talk about why this thing's so amazing. Reason number 1, this thing is durable. It's made out of plastic. A lot of brewing devices are made out of glass or ceramic, and therefore they're easier to break. The Aeropress is something you can just throw in your bag, you can toss it around, you can do whatever you want with it, you can drop it, and it's not gonna break. At least I don't think it's gonna break. I haven't broke mine yet. Reason number 2, it makes a smaller cup of coffee. Now obviously that's pretty subjective. You can make smaller cups of coffee using a V60 or using a Chemex, but traditionally those devices are gonna brew about 400 grams of coffee. The Aeropress, just by default, will brew between 200 and 260 grams of coffee. And I find that portion size works really, really well for me a lot of times. Maybe you're one of those people that doesn't drink a full cup and you always have some left over at the end, or maybe you want an extra cup but you know you're not gonna finish it. The portion size that the Aeropress makes is it's a sweet spot for me. I don't always want a full cup of coffee. Reason number 3, and this is probably the biggest reason, there are so many different ways to brew coffee with the V60. There's inverted method, there's the traditional method. You can make something that's really similar to espresso with it and make cappuccinos and lattes. Trust me, just do a quick search how many different ways you can make coffee with an Aeropress. People get crazy about this stuff. There's so many different ways, more than I can mention right now. Reason number 4, you don't need to be precise with your pour. Let me explain to you why that's really useful. A lot of different brewing devices require you to have a gooseneck kettle for you to be really, really precise when you're pouring over the coffee, and it's pretty much required for you to have a really even extraction. And that's just something you don't have to worry about with the Aeropress. All of the coffee and all of the water goes in this cylinder, and then it's the pressure of you pushing it through that extracts the coffee. And why that's great is because maybe you don't have a gooseneck kettle, maybe you're camping, maybe you're at a hotel where you can't bring your kettle with you. So that's really, really handy to have this where you can still have a really good, precise craft cup of coffee without all of the equipment. Reason number 5 is that the Aeropress is a really quick way to brew a cup of coffee. Now the V60 and the Chemex, the French press, those can take between 3 and 6 minutes. The Aeropress, you can make a cup of coffee under 2 minutes. And that's because you don't have to wait around for the coffee to go through all the grounds. You don't have to wait around for the French press to brew. Like I said, you're pushing the coffee through the Aeropress, which doesn't take that much time at all. You let the coffee sit in it for maybe a minute, but 30 seconds is usually gonna be enough, and then you push it through and you're done. And the cleanup is really easy as well. You just take off this piece and you push all the coffee grounds out, wash it out a bit, and you're done. Reason number 6, reusable filters. Now the Aeropress uses paper filters, but you can also purchase a metal screen that replaces that paper filter that you can use over and over again. So if you're camping and you use a screen, you won't have any waste to deal with other than the coffee grounds. Or if you're at home and you just don't want to create any waste, buy a screen. All right, reason number 7. Some coffee tastes better on the Aeropress. It's as simple as that. Coffee tastes different based off how you brew it at home. So naturally, some coffees are just gonna taste better on the Aeropress. I found that a lot of coffee that tastes really good on the Chemex also tastes good on the Aeropress. It's kind of a toss-up which one I prefer. The Aeropress is going to give you a bit more of the oils than the Chemex because you're doing the pressurized extraction method. You're going to be pushing through some of the oils through that filter, whereas the Chemex hold back a lot more of them. All right, and that's it for this video. Those are the 7 reasons why you should buy an Aeropress. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Brian. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, notification bell, all that stuff. Really appreciate it. And until next time, I'm gonna drink some more coffee.